We're at the 104th Farm Show, and we're at the honey extraction competition. I'm here with Gary Carnes, who's really going to tell me what to do tonight. So I asked him to give us his title and explain to you about this competition.
Well, I'm the president of the area Capital Area Beekeepers Association. This is my 51st year attending bees. I run around 285 colonies right now. It's a full-time job slash used to be a hobby, but now it's my full-time work.
I have to ask you, if it's your 51st year, how old are you? When did you start?
I started when I was 6. My birthday hasn't occurred yet, so I'm not 57 yet.
I figured you had to be pretty young.
Now my son, he's 11. He started when he was 3.
Okay, so he'll be able to do it.
He knows quite a bit about bees. He knows more than the average beekeeper does.
Well, first of all, tell me, like, we hear that the bees are getting extinct. Is that definitely a problem?
That's not, they're not getting extinct. They are dying, but it's also management. You must treat your bees for a pest now that's invaded them called a varroa mite. And they multiply so quickly, they eat the fat of the bee as it's developing. And then it hatches out, and instead of one hatching out, 3 come out and go into the other cells. 14 days later, we go from 1 to 3 to 9. They multiply so quickly and they bring so many viruses with them. That's what's killing the bees.
Well, we can't have that happen because I need my tea and honey. So.
Well, honey is a perfect food. It never spoils. The honeybee is the only insect that produces food for man. It's also born as a complete adult, and it harms no other living organism. When it's born and when it goes to flowers, the flower is better off than before it came. When it builds its nest, it creates its own wax so it doesn't chew down that pretty bush or flower. They do not harm anything.
You know, whenever I think I'm getting a cold, I drink honey and tea and it goes away. It's like a miracle cure.
The Bible tells you eat honey, young man, it's good for you.
There you go. Well, you handed me this. Now, what am I going to do with this tonight?
That's your smoker. That's one of the most important things. You can work bees without a veil, out of suit, but you need a smoker. When you hit them with some smoke, it messes up the pheromones in the hive, and they're kind of a little state of disconfusion. But it's also, when you spray smoke on them, it's like spraying a garden hose on people. It makes you just kind of run away and disperse and not charge the invading inspector.
Well, that's interesting. I never saw anything like this before. So what are we going to do tonight? We have these.
Tonight we're going to have 4 teams of celebrities. They're going to extract 3 frames of honey. They're going to strain that honey, they're going to bottle that honey, and they're going to label that honey, and each step of the way they're going to be judged on how well they do. Now, we want to make sure we don't have incidences like last year when some of the people pick it up off the floor, because we don't do that in food safety.
Picked up the honey off the floor?
Yes.
All right, well, we won't do that tonight. Anyway, is there anything else you want to tell us about bees, because we know it's important, or honey?
Well, 1/3 of the food we eat is pollinated, and the bees do 2/3 of that one food. Or of that 1/3. So they are very important. Like I said, their food never spoils. So if you bake with honey, your breads and stuff will last longer as well, because it's sweeter.
That's interesting. Well, I appreciate everything you do, and we're looking forward to the competition tonight, and we'll see how we all do.
All right. Well, thank you very much for participating.
Thank you.